Good evening, Patreon. As I sit here trying to think of what I want to ramble on for the next couple minutes, I think about the cancel culture that we're living in. If you believe one way and it's not the going agenda's thought process, everybody deems you wrong. I, in some correspondence this evening with some friends of mine, have text messages and emails going back and forth. One of the things that I've noticed is that the culture that the leadership of this country has put forth is working very hard to silence even people like me that really isn't getting out on a soapbox and screaming at the top of my lungs. I've been very careful not to, even though I have some very strong opinions about what's going on in this nation or even my state or my county. Unfortunately, it's made it very difficult to find work that I can provide for my family. Not saying that I'm hurting. I have been accepting unemployment. I don't want to say I'm taking it because I'd rather not be taking it, but I am accepting it. And even though I could easily go out and get work, my principals are making it very difficult to get a job because I desire not to follow an edict that our governors have put forth. We're in a pandemic, as they say, where I think it's 99.8% of those that do contract this virus survive. We don't hear anything about like TB, tuberculosis. My wife read a news article to me yesterday saying that there was, I think, in the neighborhood of 1.4 million deaths from TB this year, or in the last year, which far exceeds what this pandemic has taken, which makes it very hard for me to, or it just, I don't know, I'm at a loss for words. I've been trying to be very careful what I say and how I say it. It's like I thankfully am still allowed to grocery shop without a mask or a face diaper. I'd rather call it a face diaper. But I've talked to a few employers and probably have lost the job because I show up to interviews without a mask on, and for some reason that makes them very scared of me. Scared that I'm going to get them sick in the interview, or make their company or business look bad because they're contemplating hiring somebody that shows up to an interview without a mask on. So this is my ice cream cup. This is what I really think about. Hopefully the glare doesn't kill the image. Let's see if I can make it. There we go. This is what I think we should do with the pandemic. Tell everybody to put your pants on and be a man. If you're sick, stay home. That's what you did with the flu, and this is basically the flu. Wash your hands. Don't cough in people's faces. In these days to come, I'm starting to try to find some side work. I don't know how long my unemployment's going to continue on. I know the theater is still not scheduled to really do much. Publicly, they're trying to make it look like we're going to be open, but it doesn't sound like we're going to be allowed to. It all depends on what the governor of Michigan decides that what she deems as safe, which is sad because I really did like that job. As I told the executive director many times, I mean, this is my dream job. I am not one to want to be on tour like the average audio tech would be doing, which is the reason why I really haven't been able to do what I went to school for as a profession up until now. So I do like to sleep in my own bed at night, even if it means getting home at 2 in the morning and creeping into the house so I don't wake my wife up or the kiddos. So yeah, I just that cancel culture, I think, is going to be a huge problem, especially for those who believe that the far left is taking every advantage of anything that comes along. The old saying is never, something about never let a good pandemic go to waste, and they are doing a whale of a job of not letting this go to waste. So that's my thoughts. I know I've been a little more scarce than I wanted to be. But just with things going on in my life and the world around me, it's been difficult. I've been keeping myself busy. I've been doing things around the homestead, gearing up for summertime. So got some really nice looking tomato plants growing under lights down here in my basement. So they're doing really good. They're really strong. Planted some celery just for the fun of it. So we'll see if that grows. And then the kiddo brought home from church, I'm not sure the Bible story that they were talking about, but she brought home a pumpkin seed and some dirt that they had watered. So we've got that going as well. So that's kind of her little thing. So hopefully we can, I hope it's not too early, that it can grow nice and strong. We can move it to the garden and give her some feeling of accomplishment and putting effort into the garden as well. So, being 7 years old, it's gonna be fun teaching a 7-year-old where food comes from and how to take care of it and make sure it grows up, and then we'll eat it. She'll probably thinking that she's gonna carve it up, but I think we should just eat them. So pumpkin's actually pretty good. It's kind of like it is a squash. So cook it up. Tastes better. I don't like pumpkin spice, so that's why I don't like pumpkin pie. But yeah, cook it up and eat it like a squash. Put a lot of butter. Ooh, now I'm hungry again. So yeah. Hope everybody's staying warm. I know I'm up here in the north, and this is old hat winter. Old man winter. I'm feeling old. Probably have to clear the drive tomorrow. Technically, I don't have to, unless actually it's clear, so we're not going to get any snow. So, but it's gonna be a little cold. It's already down in the single digits. Really didn't get too much above 10 degrees today. But yeah, Northern Michigan, you kind of just go with the punches and have fun with it. Yeah, dream about spring so you can get your garden going. So think about planting your own food. Another subject talking about the cancel culture is I just saw something from the Ice Age Farmer or Ice Age Prepper. I forget which one it was. He shared a report that in England, one of the political figures let slip that possibly in the future there could be a vaccination passport needed to buy food or go into restaurants or shops or things like that. So I don't think we'll get that far, at least in this area. I know that most people are sick of the governor shutting things down. Still see quite a few people wearing masks, which tells me that they're going along with it, but just the attitude is they're getting sick of it. So we'll see. A lot of people are excited about getting the vaccination. Our kids actually had no school today because a handful of teachers got their second round of vaccinations Friday at a school in-service day for the teachers. So the kids got a 4-day weekend instead of a 3-day weekend. Kind of drove us nuts. They canceled school tomorrow. I'm going to go protest. Call the administrator up and say, hey, get the kids back into school. This is not fair to parents. So, yeah, it's over. It's got to be over. I'm sorry. I've had it with the people's attitudes. I've had it with the political attitudes. So, I have written my senators and House members and let them know that, hey, enough's enough. So, alrighty, well, that's about all I got for today. I'm going to work on getting content to release on a better or more regular basis. More practical stuff that I can just encourage everybody to get out there and do the work and sorry, the screen just locked up on me. do the work and prepare for your families, because being prepared for your families is going to give your family a better chance to make a better life after this mess ends. So All right, till next time, be safe, God bless, and talk to you later.